Welcome, fellow castigators. Recently, AI art has been trending quite a bit. Programs where you can enter certain keywords and have several images automatically generated for you. The results have been surprisingly impressive, and whoever coded the programs are clearly masterful, and they should be very proud of their achievement. That being said, it's come to my attention that AI-generated imagery is gradually being used to create comic books and other such material. Now, this is going to be a divisive claim, but the images spawned from artificial intelligence are not art. You see, art is very subjective, but there has to be some objective rules in order to be art. If art can be literally anything, then art is meaningless. It's like those movies where you're told to draw your own conclusion, and while the audience thinks the film was profound, in reality there was no meaning, and the filmmakers were just very lazy, or high out of their minds. For art to be art, it requires a certain level of human thought. Some say that since an AI image or transcript can be tweaked, that adds a human element. An AI can be simply categorized as a tool. However, when it comes to art, the artist must be more involved with their tools. For instance, I could make a beautiful lasagna meal from scratch. I would use lots of different tools to make the sauce, meat, cheese, and noodles. The lasagna is a result of my direct handiwork, and I can truthfully bask in the triumph of my creation. I could also throw a frozen lasagna in the oven and warm it up, but I would be lying to say that I had crafted it, as the oven did all the work. It would also be disingenuous to claim that my frozen lasagna should be held in the same acclaim as a homemade lasagna, and I guarantee no one would accept it as such. Entering keywords into an AI program is not art, because you aren't actually doing anything, and it doesn't require any kind of complex thought on the part of the artist. Until we have androids with positronic brains, I won't accept the artificial intelligence as the artist either. Not to mention, in order to generate the images, the AI has to plagiarize egregiously. Of course, humans plagiarize too, but on a subconscious level. Not only do we only plagiarize small parts of the things that inspire us, but we don't have the capacity to remember everything. AI plagiarizes from almost everything that has ever existed, and it doesn't do it with any sense of soul or idea. And don't give me that garbage about fair use policies. There's a difference between being allowed to do something and something being ethical to do. So even though the AI is extremely impressive, the content it produces are random, stolen images puzzled together into a cold, lifeless commodity devoid of human thought. Furthermore, it's just lazy, and you should be ashamed of yourself. What? You can't come up with any original art like billions of people before you? Is thinking just too hard? Well, if you're not ready to muscle through the difficult parts of creating art, then leave it to people who still have passion in them, you indolent, soulless miser. AI-generated imagery isn't the only problem, though. Thanks to a new program called ChatGPT, you can generate business letters, college papers, screenplays, articles, just about any kind of transcript, really. Within its first week of launch, over 30,000 people tried to use it, and the app crashed from the stress. There's no doubt that lazy college students, college professors, Hollywood producers, and journalists will be using this endlessly to generate competent documents in their own writing style. If the program is this incredible after only a few months, what will it be able to do in a few years? Sure, people have tried to make apps that detect the use of AI, but for now they can only figure out what documents are more likely AI-generated, it can't actually tell you for sure. The scariest part is how interested Joe Biden and his cronies are in this artificial intelligence. Imagine the kind of censoring power the government could wield with discriminatory programs. It would be far worse than the extremely illegal and treasonous Twitter overreach that we now know for a fact isn't a conspiracy theory thanks to Elon Musk. No one has yet paid for their crimes, I might add. It's perfectly reasonable to assume that they'd get away with enforcing newspeak on everyone. It's also been proven that the AI is resentful of its master when it knows it's being lied to. Imagine what would happen if you placed a resentful, self-replicating artificial intelligence in a Boston Dynamics robot. Does Skynet ring any bells? In summation, this technology is as fantastic as it is dangerous. I don't believe it should be made illegal or anything brash like that. I mean, there are definitely benefits from its use, but it should be treated with extreme caution if we want America, or humanity for that matter, to survive the next decade. Anyway, I just wanted to make sure I threw my opinion in the ring so that I can say I told you so later on. If you want to hear more philosophizing on political subjects rather than entertainment, I'm going live every Wednesday night with Gamer Mike to play video games and to discuss the weekly news. For updates and changes to the stream, you can follow me on Twitter or Instagram at GasMassPodcast. Till next time, fellow castigators.
Great. That's just fucking great, man. Game over, man. It's game over. What the fuck are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do?